Hello guys, and welcome to this resort tour of Caribbean Beach. So obviously we'll start at the lobby, so that's what you're looking at, the lobby. This is Old Port Royal. This is where the bus or taxi or whatever you get will drop you off. And before we go in, I'm just going to spin you around this way. And behind this van is one of the bus stops. So this is the Old Port Royal bus stop. So depending on where your room is, this might be the closest thing. This is where you get all your Disney buses to all the parks. Each area of the resort has a different bus stop. So there's like 5 islands and each one has its own one. Okay, here we are going into the main lobby. Okay, so this is the lobby. Okay, so as I stand in the very middle of the lobby as you come in from your transport, if you go to your left hand side, that is where you check in that whole area there. And then if we spin around, so as you walk in from the main door and turn right, you'll find the Calypso trading post. We'll have a quick walk around it. So this is obviously where you'd get all your random pieces of merch. There's obviously Caribbean Beach specific merch as well. And then if I just take you into the back here, there is some medical bits and pieces that you might need if you've ever forgotten anything. So if you look at the trading post as I am now, and pan over to your left hand side, you'll find the grab and go section for food. And then this is Centretown Market, but I'll show you that in a second. So the grab and go is obviously just that stuff you can grab and go. So it does like pizza slices, Cuban sandwiches, that kind of thing. Then there's ice cream, and there's like assorted pastries, and then you've got like pre-made sandwiches and salads. And then drinks and crisps or chips, depending on where you're from. As you exit out of the grab and go, you actually come out at Centretown Market. So generally Disney prefers you to do mobile order. So if you get the app, that's a whole separate thing, but if you get the app you can order your food and then you pick it up in the windows, which will be around here, but I'll show you that in a second. So you can order your food here, and then I'll take you around where you pick it up. So this is Centretown Market. This is one of the pickup stations. There's like another 3 of them around the corner here. So if you were to order food, this is where you'd pick it up here. And then once you've picked up your food, you've got like cutlery, napkins, etc, etc. And then over here you have your coffee, iced tea and drinks. And the cool thing about this resort is they have Coke freestyle machines. So if you get your refillable mug, you can get all the different Coke combination drinks on this, which is really handy. Okay, so I'm back in the middle of the lobby. So where I was talking about the freestyle machines was just down there. So now I'm back in the center of the lobby, next to where you check in. And then if you go straight out the back, which is the most likely route you'll take to your room, you'll come out towards the pool, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so this is the back of the lobby. So to your left hand side as you come out is the pool, but I'm actually going to drift over to the left hand side. And if we go around this way, you'll actually come up to the back entrance of the Centretown Market, the food area I was just showing you a second ago. So these seats on the veranda, there's a door just around the corner, and that comes out from the grab and go section I was just in. And then you've got the Riviera Resort over there, and they've got like pool activities and stuff here and boat rentals. And then the blue building there is Sebastians Bistro, but I'm going to go back from where I come out from the back of the lobby, show you it properly so you or I don't get confused as to what I've done. So the lighthouse I just showed you, this is some of the stuff you can do when you're over there. So there's giant chess, cornhole and giant blocks. And then you can also do movies under the stars. This is in a different area, but I'll show you that afterwards. And you can also do guided fishing excursions here too. Okay, so I'm now walking back to the back part of the lobby that I started in when I first went out the doors here. So if you go around that way, you can go around to Sebastians Bistro, and depending if you've come out of the restaurant this side, you can go around that way to the other parts of the island. But I'll show you that bit in a minute. Okay, just towards the back of the lobby, there's actually this handy map of the whole resort. So we are here. I'm standing at the back of the lobby here. So this is the whole line. It's pretty big. But I would say from this area, a 5-10 minute walk would take you to anywhere else. So you've got the Skyliner here. We're currently staying here. From here to the Skyliner, about 5 minutes. And if you're staying in one of these areas, you could also walk to the Skyliner at Riviera as well. Okay, so I'm now standing at the back of the lobby again. So there's the lobby. And then if you turn around to the left, we'll be coming up to the pool. Okay, we're coming up to the pool now. I'm only going to show this quickly because I don't really want to be filming the swimming pool full of people. But I'll show you the kids area. So there's the lobby. So we've just come on around. So we're sort of at the side of the lobby now. That's kind of where you'd be checking in, I guess. And then this is the kids splash area. Double back. There is the main pool. And this pool's pretty cool. It has like a big slide in the tower at the back, just there, and then there's a smaller slide here. And then just beside the pool there's all the different things you can do in the resort. Just hold that on there so you can pause it if you need to. So now if you follow on round past the pool, you drift on around to the right hand side here. We'll keep walking down here. You have a refill station for your cups, and then on the right hand side you'll be coming up to the pool bar. So this is Banana Cabana, so you can get all your alcoholic beverage, and there's some food here as well. And then also if you follow on around to the right, it's the only table service restaurant in the resort, which is Sebastians Bistro. And it is a set menu. And then I'll show you the menu in a second because someone's just looking. But just for reference, if I walk on around here, I mentioned earlier that you can walk this way to other rooms. So there's the marina I had just mentioned. And then if you follow on around, you will see where I was standing before. So that is the back of Centretown Market, the quick service area. And then I walk back to here, and then round there is the back of the lobby. So it's pretty easy to get around. And this is the menu at Sebastians. Okay, so we're back in the front of Banana Cabana. So I had just walked down here from the pool. And then if you come from the pool area and hang a left, you'll be coming over to the bridge, the Caribbean Cay Bridge. Now you'd use this bridge to get across the other side of the island more times than not. If you're staying on this side of the island and you're all the way down the other end, you would use probably the road bridge. So there's another view, another quick overview of the pool. And then this is Caribbean Cay. So it's like a mini island in between both sides. And there's a couple of cool like little walkways in and around it because nice places to sit and stuff. You can also follow this path around. This will also take you to this side of the resort. But you can also just walk along the front there as well. So I'm just going to double back now and show you the Caribbean Cay crossover point to the other side of the island. And then I'm just going to show you one of the islands. We're currently staying in Jamaica, which is these yellow buildings. But the resort is split into 5 areas, 5 Caribbean islands. But each one is pretty much the same. So there's no point me showing you them all. Each one has so many rooms, a laundrette, and its own quiet pool. So I'll just show you one of them. Okay, so this is Caribbean Cay. I have just crossed over the bridge. So here is like, there's lots of little quiet areas all around. It's actually quite a nice walk through here too. So I say we'll go in here. So depending on which way you're crossing, right or left, there'll be this greenery area. And this is where they do the movies under the stars. So they'll have a big projector up here and they'll show select movies on certain nights. And then just next to that, I'm not going to show it because there's kids using it, but there's a kids play park as well. And then there's lots of seating like this on this little bit of the island. It's actually really nice here because there's so much greenery. So yeah, it is quite private. So now on the other side of the small island, so this is the other entrance to it. And this is the walkway we use to go to the other side of the island. So then, this is Jamaica, this is where we're staying. And then there's a quiet pool here, and then a laundrette. So every island has this setup. So many buildings, quiet pool, laundrette, and then most islands have a little like private beach area here as well. But I'll show you that a bit closer in a second. And then as you are on the Caribbean Cay bridge and look over at Riviera, this is where the Skyliner is for the Riviera, which will actually be closer for some people than it would be others. So if you're staying over here, it would be closer to use the Riviera Resort Skyliner that would use the one actually dedicated to Caribbean Beach. So I'm going to take along the front of Jamaica here. If you can hear that noise, it's actually the Skyliner. It actually just goes overhead in this section. So the rooms are like motel style. There's only 2 floors. There's no elevators or lifts. So if you have any access issues, you need to make sure you've requested the bottom floor, because there is no easy way to get up the stairs with 2 suitcases, let alone a stroller, a wheelchair or anything like that. Okay, so now at Jamaica's little beach area. So each beach area has some seats set up, some hammocks, and then I'll just go over to the waterline here. You can see where we were. So this is Caribbean Cay, the little island in the middle. That's the bridge I walked across where I showed you the Riviera Skyliner. And then this is where you cross to Jamaica. So then the other side, the sandblasted building is the pool where the slides are. And then the red roof building there is the lobby. And then the little building beside it there is Sebastians Bistro. So the resort feels like it's massive, but it's not actually that big once you start walking around it. And then if I turn right around from here, this is Jamaica's quiet pool. And then I'll show you the laundrette real quickly. And as I said before, each island has this exact same setup. The only difference is the colour. Okay, so this is the quiet pool for Jamaica. It's open 7 to 11. So I'll show it very quickly because there's people using it. So that's the quiet pool. The quiet pools aren't actually, don't have lifeguards at them, whereas the main pool does. And then this is the laundrette, or guest laundry, whatever you want to call it. It's not particularly exciting, but I thought I'd show you anyway. And then each laundrette also has a vending machine, in case you've forgotten anything, like we always do. Okay, so I've just left the quiet pool area for Jamaica. So if you're on this side of the resort, so if you're staying here and you're on the opposite side of the resort than the lobby's on, you would take this path from Caribbean Cay, the island in the middle, and you just follow it all the way along, and you'd end up at the Skyliner Station, which I will show you in a second. Okay, I realised I said I was going to quickly walk towards the Skyliner, but before I do that, I thought I'd just show you some of the room setups. I'm actually walking to where we're staying now. So it's all very nice here. So as I say, the rooms are set up more like a motel kind of style. It's all outside. Pretty much every room, nearly every room here is the same. Apart from if you get a family room, you then get like a fold out bed, but they're pretty much all identical. Okay, so I'm just a little bit further down the pathway from Jamaica to the Skyliner. Just to give you an idea what it all looks like. The other thing I forgot to mention, not every building, but at least half the main buildings have Coke freestyle machines in them. The same machine I spoke about while we were in the quick service area. So you'll get a map whenever you check in, and that'll show you where they are. So it saves you having to trek all the way back to Centre Town Market instead. Okay, so I'm nearly at the end of the path from where we crossed over at Caribbean Cay. So walk all the way to the end here, and then you can just see over the hill there is the Skyliner Station. Now this is literally I mean, this was literally a 5-minute walk, but I mean 5 to 10 minutes will definitely take you here. And this is a really good bonus for staying at this resort because the Skyliner is so handy. So from here you can get a direct route to Hollywood Studios. You can go directly to Hollywood Studios and you can go directly to Epcot via the Riviera Resort. It's really, really good. The good thing about staying here is you go straight to the destination. Pop Century and Avalon also have a Skyliner resort, but they all have to get off at Caribbean Beach to continue their journey. So the good thing about staying here is you can go straight to where you need to go. So I'm not going to show you this Skyliner just yet, because we need to double back on ourselves and go across the road bridge, because there's another restaurant down there called Spyglass Grill, and it's another quick service place. So I'm just in the middle of the road bridge. So obviously if you're approaching Spyglass Grill from the other side of the island, the path would take you underneath this bridge. If you're approaching it from the side we're on, you go over this bridge to then go over there. So now come off the road bridge. I've just walked down that way, and then this would be the way you come underneath from the other side of the island. And then that is the Skyliner Station. The only thing I would say is there's like a dull hum from here all day. So I don't know if you necessarily hear it from these rooms. And then if you follow this path on round, we'll be coming up onto Spyglass Grill. This part of the resort is pretty much out on its own. The rest of the resort has the rest of the resort opposite. There's like literally a dead end here. But if you like to be out of the way of everything and have a quick service restaurant pretty much all to yourself, this might be the bit for you. Okay, so we're now coming up to Spyglass Grill. Let's be up here on the left hand side. So just as just give you a waypoint, that's the Skyliner. This is where we've come on round. So this is Spyglass. So it's not indoors, but it is under shade. It's the same story as Centretown Market. You can do mobile order. I'll just go in here quickly and show you the menu, and obviously you can refill your cups here as well. Same kind of thing as Centretown Market pretty much. I'll just give you an idea of what the menu's like now. Obviously this is the dinner and lunch menu, because I'm here not at breakfast obviously. And then also, same as Centretown Market, I don't think I showed it, each of these grab and go sections have a microwave and a toaster should you need it. As you come out of Spyglass Grill, there's also additional seating, so I'll just follow that round. See, so this is obviously another one of the quiet pools for this area. Let's see where this additional seating is. The additional seating might refer to the pool, but let's have a wee look. Ah, here it is. Oh, this is nice actually. So this is the additional seating for Spyglass Grill. Oh, that's not too bad, although it is in the sun, so I don't know. So actually this is the bus stop for this area, so I'll just give you a quick idea what they look like. Every bus stop is the same and each island has one, so no matter where you stay you'll always be close to one. So this is the bus stop for Trinidad, and then each one has bus times on it as well, so you can be informed as when the bus is coming. So now I'm just back at Spyglass Grill, and I'm just going to double back this way, and then going to make our way to the Skyliner Station just to show you guys that. Okay, just come up to the Skyliner now, so just give you a reference. That's the land bridge I was talking about, so this is the way you'd approach the Skyliner if you're on the other side of the island. And then this is the way you'd come if you're on this side of the island. So that's obviously the Skyliner building, and then just behind where this coach is pulling out, there's a bus shelter if the Skyliner isn't working. They'll put replacement buses on if there's like bad weather and stuff, and that's where you'd get on and off that. As you come up to the Skyliner, on your left is a Joffrey's, which is pretty handy when you're on your way here to the parks. And they also do specialty drinks for the resort. So there's Joffrey's, and then you just go up this ramp and then hang a right, and then depending on where you want to go, you take one line for Epcot and another line for Hollywood Studios, and then there's another line if you're using this as a transfer spot to go to Art of Animation and Pop Century. Nearly forgot it there. So just show you the middle here. Closest way to go. The sky is really simple. It's the simplest, easiest thing, and the best thing about it is it feels like a ride. So that would be your Epcot and Riviera one. All the studios back there, and this is the one you would use if you're carrying on to Art of Animation or Pop Century. So that's going to wrap up my quick tour of Caribbean Beach. Hopefully you found that in some way useful. I would 100% recommend staying here. The main reason for staying here, I think, is the skyline. It's super handy.